Hello there. So I was going through an old hard drive looking for some stuff to delete because I'm running out of space, and I found an old review, and when I opened it up to have a look at it, it actually works rather than coming up with a string of missing files and things like that, like the old stuff usually does. So I thought that I would share it with you. Now, people that have been here since the very beginning of the channel will recognise the format as being an old video, and so this message is really just for the people that might stumble across this. It's not representative of the current style of reviews or of their quality, I think. So I just thought I would mention that. While you're here, perhaps you'll watch a newer video just to see the difference. Anyway, on with the review. Thanks for watching.
The latest book I've read is The Help by Kathryn Stockett. The book is primarily about three women. Minnie and Aibileen are black maids working for white women in a Mississippi town in the 1960s. The third woman, called Skeeter, is the daughter of one of the white women. 99% of the story is told in the first person, but here it jumps between the three main protagonists to tell the various aspects of the tale. Significant parts of this book are devoted to the writing of another book, a book within a book, which is called, slightly more simply, Help. And the book recounts the stories told by the various maids about their jobs, their lives, and the women that they work for. Stockett, in the afterword of my copy, does mention the challenges and controversies of a white person writing in the first person as a person of colour, but the portrait that she creates is largely a positive one. Minnie and Aibileen particularly are both very likeable characters, though their speech and thought patterns, as detailed in the novel, could easily be described as stereotypical. Initially, at least, it is Skeeter who causes Stockett's novel the most issues. She's the bookish, nerdy girl, a free spirit convinced she's ugly despite most people telling her otherwise, and this ugly but not trope has become such a cliche that I nearly detached a retina through rolling my eyes so hard. However, it is soon apparent that Skeeter's issues are perhaps more justified than Anastasia Steele's or Lana Lincoln's. Skeeter also spends a period of the book writing a housekeeping column for the local newspaper, and is effectively passing off Aibileen's work as her own. As things progress, it becomes harder not to feel some sympathy for the character, though she generally does the right thing. And of course, the issues with Skeeter are simply part of her character arc. The novel really takes off when the maids begin to help write their story with Skeeter, and Stockett does a pretty good job, if somewhat sanitized, of demonstrating the racial tensions of the era. But the backdrop of tensions and the civil rights movement provides the novel's contrasts, and Stockett includes great horrors as well as some humour and small signs of progress that add a genuine feel-good factor as well. For me, the funniest part of the book are the reasons Aibileen's church group gives for believing that she has a hotline to God, which are probably not suitable for YouTube, so you'll have to check the book and find out what they are for yourself. Stockett allows her stories to develop gradually across the course of 450 or so pages, and the informal colloquial narrative, as well as the warm, likeable characters, makes reading this book feel a little like spending time with friends. You genuinely wish them all well in the finale, and worry for them as the tension builds. The villain of the piece, Hilly Holbrook, is also quite well crafted. She is a truly unlikable person, and at times a hissing pantomime villain. I would question the decision to switch from a first-person narrative to a third for one key scene. There are other aspects of this novel that are told from different perspectives, and indeed many books where the same story is told from different viewpoints throughout. When writing in this way, Stockett's prose loses much of its charm and wit. The Constantine mystery, Skeeter's worries about her former maid, were also a little frustrating. Skeeter spends a lot of time fretting about the mystery, but never really attempts to investigate it with any real effort. The payoff, when it comes, elicits little reaction, being neither more shocking or terrible than the events surrounding the characters already. All in all, with its social themes and warm, entertaining characters, it's easy to see why The Help has become so successful. It is funny in places, tense and disturbing in others, and it all feels very real. I really did enjoy it. I'd recommend it to everybody who enjoys historical fiction or novels with a social message. If you like to read about the everyday lives of extraordinary but ordinary people, I'm pretty sure you will enjoy this book.
So you made it all the way to the end, not sure really what you expected to find here, apart from little old me waiting patiently for you to click like and subscribe.